This is Palabras Module 3, Sections 1, part of Section 2, the rest of 2, part of Section 3, the rest of 3, Section 4, and part of 5. This is the end of 5 and part of 6. This is the end of 6 and part of 7. The end of 7 and part of 8. The end of 8 and 9 and part of 10. The end of 10. This is, so I started writing sentences. This is sentences from Palabras. Sentences from Palabras, page 2. Sentences from Palabras, page 3. Sentences from Palabras, page 4. Sentences from Palabras, page 5. Sentences from Palabras, page 6. Sentences from Palabras, page 7. Now we're on Module 4, Palabras, Section 1 and Section 2. The end of Section 2 and Section 3. Here's sentences from those 3 parts. Page 1 of sentences, page 2 of sentences, page 3 of sentences, and page 4 of sentences. Here's part 4 in Module 4, part 5, the beginning of it. The rest of part 5, some sentences from that. Part 6, the beginning of part 6. Here's more sentences from part 4. More sentences now from part 5. This looks like the end of part 6 on the words, part 7 on the words, part 8, the beginning. End of 8, part 9, all of it. And here we have part 10 of Module 4 in the words. And now we have sentences from part 6, part 7, the end of 7 and part 8, part 9, the end of 9 and part 10 on sentences. Here's the end of part 10 on sentences. So that's Palabras. We are now on Estructura, Module 3, Part 1. More of same. We're now moving to new words and ER verbs, IR verbs, infinitives. More on Estructura. More on infinitives and Estructura. I can see from the label here we're on Estructura Part 2 now. Present indicative or regular AR verbs. We're now on Part 4, the verb estar. More of same, or more in that section. Here we are on Part 5 of Estructura, Module 3. Still on Part 5 of Estructura, Module 3. Here's part 6 of Estructura, part 6 at module 3. More of part 6. Moving here to part 7. Part 7, we're still talking about A star. It's not my favorite. I know I need to know it. There you go. This is part, I guess we're getting to part 8. Oh yeah, here we are in part 8 of Estructura. Still on part 8. Now we start part 9. Continue with part 9. Here's part 10. Part 10. More on part 10. Now we're on module 4, part 1, and starting on part 2. Continue with part 2 on module 4. Finish part 2 on module 4, and you'll see the yellow tab. That's where we start part 3. More part 3 stuff. Finish with part 3. Estructura module 4, part 4. Module 4, part 4. Module 4, part 4. Module 4, part 4, or now we're starting on part 5. Module 4, part 5 continued. Module 4, part 6. Module 4, part 6 continued. Module 4, part 6 continued. Module 4, part 7. Part 7 continued. Module 4, part 8. Part 8 continued. Part 9. Oh, and now we're, I don't know, this must have started part 9 over here. Now we're starting on 10 here. Finish up part 10. Now we move on to La Vida, module 3, part 1. Page 2 of that. Also part 2. Now we're on module 3, Hecho en Mexico. Module 3, part 4. Vida, module 3, part 5. Vida, module 3, part 6. Vida, module 3, part 7. Vida, module 3, part 8. Part 8 continued. Module 3, part 9. And beginning of part 10. Here we are finishing up part 10 of module 3. And here we go, module 4, part 1, and the beginning of part 2. Part 3, or the end of 2 and part 3. Here's module 4, part 4, module 4, part 5, finishing up module 4, part 5, and starting with part 6. Down there in this bottom half, here's module 4, part 6, finishing up. Here is module 4, part 7, module 4, part 8, module 4, part 9, and module 4, part 10.